Parliament is dominated this week and the media too, alighted with toxic distractions. Dominated by the playground routine of, you're a fibber, no, you're the fibber. Don't you worry about war crimes, Ben Roberts-Smith, the cost of living. Don't worry about PwC and the privatisation of government or the housing crisis. We bring you the Murdoch Coalition attack on Katie Gallagher for misleading Parliament, as if none of them have ever misled Parliament before. A politician has lied, they say. Now, I've got no problem with the media and opposition holding governments to account, holding senators and MPs to account. The problem is twofold here. One, they abjectly failed to hold the dishonest Morrison government to account, preferring instead to wave pom-poms in front of them. Two, and this is the real tragedy here, regardless of whoever you believe are the liars in this saga or the truth benders, that this politicisation of rape allegations will stop women and victims of assault coming forward in the future. It is toxic.
No, the central allegation from Brittany Higgins is now not going to be determined in court. But that allegation led to the whole Me Too movement, and that movement was real. And the hundreds of women that came forward and gave evidence in the Jenkins inquiry and the evidence that came out there of sexual harassment and a terrible culture in Parliament House, and then the changes that happened as a result of that, that was a real moment of reckoning. And I guess I'm just a bit disturbed at the moment that some of this discourse is, oh, it was all just a political thing. I mean, that was a real reckoning, and It was a really important moment, and I don't think we should lose sight of that.
Where's the Gatesons report anyway, commissioned by Scott Morrison into the Brittany Higgins affair? Does it exist? Was there even a report, or was there just talk of a report, an imaginary report like the fabled KPMG report commissioned by Tourism Australia, which was at the centre of Scott Morrison's departure from that organisation? And there was no investigation into the Parliament's prayer room orgies. That was documented. There was a report which saw the light of day. People like myself and Jordan Shanks reported on it, but the media didn't bother covering that one with such elan, if at all. And so it is that vital public interest debates are overshadowed by toxic party politics. The Greens v Labor housing stoush, though, this is real. This is what Parliament is meant to be doing. Now, the party faithful on either side are backing their side in the fight. Labor says Greens are the wreckers. The perfect is the enemy of the good. It's a rather well-worn catchphrase now, and so on. And the Greens, for their part, they say the HAF, the Housing Affordability Future Fund, is a deliberately complicated scheme which underfunds the homeless and doesn't address the crisis. Now that, in the view of this humble reporter, is just what the Senate should be doing. It's doing its job, properly debating the issues. Yes, they're still demonising each other as neoliberal patsies or policy wreckers, but at least the debate is about substance and not about tactics. Thank you for your support at the West Report.